There we go. Welcome to the new... No, this isn't this week. I almost messed up. This is Pages of Positivity. This is great.
Not almost.
Yeah.
You messed up.
No, maybe I did mess up. Or maybe that was done on purpose.
Yeah.
And
It probably wasn't, though.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. I'm just crazy.
You're losing it. You're losing
I am losing it. But you know something? We're positive here today.
It's been a long day.
Yep, right. And I'm positive that I'm probably losing it.
Yeah.
But I always look forward to this because we can talk about something that we really like. Mm-hmm. And you know, there are a lot of people who say that we don't read things, but somehow we do because we get these pages of positivity.
Yeah, we read some stuff.
Right. And I'm here with Corey today. Mm-hmm. V's not with us today. He's got other things going on.
Pressing matters.
Good words. Mm-hmm. So me and Corey are going to do it instead.
Yep, we're doing it.
So I'm going to start off with my first book. Is Pop Kill. Issue number 4, the final issue of the series. Dave Johnson, Jimmy Palmiotti team up together, and when you get Palmiotti's name on it, you usually get a lot of quality work. Mm-hmm. Basically, it's a book of 2 warring soda companies who happen to be brothers.
Pepsi and Coke.
If you want to call it Pepsi and Coke, you can call it Pepsi and Coke. Mm-hmm. But they're the two brothers who hate each other's guts. Mm-hmm. One wants to be better than the other, and they're all trying to find the formula to keep the soda fizzy forever. I mean, that's important. Fizzy soda forever. It doesn't go bad.
Okay,
right?
Yeah, sure.
So throughout this whole series, they're trying to kill each other all the time. They don't like each other. A lot of espionage going on, stealing people's ideas.
That's not nice.
No, it isn't nice. It isn't nice. But that's why pop kills. And it's soda pop kills.
So, all right. So if you had to choose, if you're siding with Pepsi or Coke, whose side are you on?
If I was on the side?
Yeah.
I'm going to be on Coke's side.
Really?
Yeah.
Doesn't Pepsi have Mountain Dew?
Pepsi does have Mountain Dew.
Well, that's the best soda.
Okay, then I'm on the wrong side. So I guess we're going to have to do it. We're going to have to battle.
We're going to war?
Yeah, we're going to have to go to war.
That's fine.
But we'll do it as friends and we'll smile while we do it.
Okay.
Anyways, again, so you know these guys are hiring people to kill the other people, to get their secrets, and you know, brothers shouldn't be fighting each other.
All over soda.
Right, all over soda company
man.
for $1 bazillion. You could team up together and you could own it all.
There's enough money.
But they can't. So, anyways, this is 4 issues of them trying to steal the ultimate fizz, we'll call it.
All right.
Like I said, a lot of espionage, a lot of killing, and you know how I like the killing.
You are obsessed with it.
Yeah, maybe. I highly recommend this whole story, this book. Again, Oni Press, I believe. Oh, Mad Cave. I apologize. Again, Mad Cave. Mad Cave is awesome. Again, if it's the end of the thing, at the end of the series, if your store doesn't have all the issues, have them order the trade paperback for you because they may not carry it. But I think you won't go wrong with this book. And the second book this week, which
another Marvel one for you,
another Marvel one, and it's a little out there.
Back in.
Slowly.
Yeah, they've got their claws in.
Yeah, slowly though. All but if you notice, none of it's regular stuff.
Yeah, it's
all miniseries and whatnot. Yes.
And stuff, yeah.
So this is a one-shot. It's called Ghost Rider versus Galactus. Written by Straczynski, which most of his stuff is good. He's got some bad stuff, but most of his stuff's been good. And it's pretty much what it says. Ghost Rider versus Galactus. Ghost Rider hooks up with a thing. Things having a problem with somebody. So Ghost Rider comes and gives his pen a stare, melts him down to ashes. And then the thing says, does that work on everybody? He says, yeah, if you're guilty of something, it works. He goes, can we use it on Galactus? And it's Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider too. So I love that guy. And he says, yeah, I think so. So he shoots him up out into space. And he goes and battles Galactus. Simple story. Mm-hmm. Simple book. The artwork's pretty decent. This book gave me
one and done.
One and done. Yeah, right. This book gave me the feeling of going back to 10, 11-year-old kid opening up your comic as you brought it back from the newsstand, sitting there and reading it, and just being happy that there was a good story. There's nothing to do with continuity. It's kind of goofy too. I'm gonna say that right out. It is kind of goofy, but it brought you back to your childhood of like where you didn't care what was going on. You just wanted a good story, and you got it. Mm-hmm. So yeah, they
told you a good story.
Yes, they did. Wow. Both these guys did.
All right.
So Ghost Rider versus Galactus, pop kill number 4.
Sounds good.
Let's bring it on to you.
I'm going to talk about Absolute Superman number 8. So, and this is written by Jason Aaron, who I think earlier in his career, he wrote more consistently good stuff. And lately it's been kind of like 50-50.
I agree.
Some stuff is a hit and some stuff's a swing and a miss. But, and it's drawn by, the art is by Rafa Sandoval. The art is always gorgeous. One of the best artists in the business right now. And so up until now, like issues 1 through 6 were all fast-paced and action-packed, but I think they spent too much time on Krypton. They spent a lot of time building the backstory and kind of dealing with what happened on Krypton before Superman gets to Earth. So if you can make it through a few slower issues and kind of get to issue 7 was fantastic, and 8 is really good too. It deals with, I think, this version, the absolute version of Ra's al Ghul is kind of taking the place of Lex Luthor, I believe, as Superman's like main villain. And Ra's al Ghul is a jerk in this book, which is pretty awesome.
So you like jerks?
I like the hero to have a real horrible villain to go against.
Serial killer could be.
But I want to see the hero defeat the villain.
Oh, okay.
That's what I like about the story, where the hero prevails and the villain is brought down.
Right.
That's what I like.
Right.
So, art is always fantastic. Super, super cool. Ra's al Ghul does some bad stuff in this issue. You have Lois Lane, who's kind of on the wrong side, but wants to turn to the good side. She's kind of with the Peacemakers, I believe. And they're a bunch of jerks. And Jimmy Olsen is actually with the Omega Men, who are kind of like the freedom fighters. They're kind of like the rebels in Star Wars. So you get Jimmy Olsen, Lois Lane, Superman, and it's one of the better, I think, of the Absolute books. It's been consistently good. It's just gorgeous.
The artwork is great.
It's action. It's so much action,
Yep.
and the story's really starting to take off. And I would highly recommend, if you can get through the first few issues of being kind of slow, you're really rewarded with the previous issue and this one. Are just
Can we pick it up? Like if we don't read the first 6 issues, so just pick it up and still kind of know what's going on. Because there's some stuff in here that I looked at and I want to read this book, but I don't want to start with the first 7 issues.
I think if you start with the one before this and then pick this one up,
yep,
then you should be pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
that's a new story starts now.
Yeah, I think if you pick up, I would highly recommend picking up 7. I wouldn't miss that. That's the Brainiac origin issue, and it's super, super cool. It's really good. So yeah, new story starts here. So get issue 7, jump on issue 8, and start. Give this book a shot. You won't be disappointed.
I'm gonna try it.
All right.
I mean, after you showed it to me.
I know you like the part that I showed you.
Yeah, it's great.
It's because death. Yeah, you tend to like that.
I don't like that at all. No. All right.
And that's my one book. I had a super small week this week, very small. I had 3 books to choose from, and this was my favorite out of the 3.
There we have it.
There we go.
So we got 3 books.
Absolute Superman.
Yep. These 2. I've already said them 3 times. So.
Okay. They get the point.
And and if maybe leave in the comments of what you liked this week, or what maybe odd book that you don't think a lot of people like. Leave it in the comments. Maybe maybe we've read it, or maybe we haven't. Maybe we'll try it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something different. It's be positive. This is pages of positivity.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, there we have it. We're gonna do another one next week. Maybe we'll have Corey here.
Scotty, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, maybe V will be back. Mm-hmm. But I should be here.
I hope so.
I hope. Well, anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.